Detroit has lost one of its brave warriors in the fight against COVID-19. Tonight, family, friends, and colleagues at Henry Ford Hospital are heartbroken after the death of a dedicated nurse from there. 7 Action News reporter Alan Campbell is live tonight with how she is being remembered. Alan?
Well, Carolyn, this is such a tragic story. Lisa Ewald was described as a fun-loving character who loved everybody and would do anything for anyone. The news of her passing has sent shockwaves through the community of health, her friends, and especially her family.
She dedicated her life to obviously healthcare and helping other people, but also to my grandmother.
Candace Ewald, the niece of Lisa Ewald, still can't believe her aunt is gone.
We do, live separate, but we kept in touch a lot, and she was amazing. I never saw her in a bad mood.
Lisa's friend Joseph Leonard says Lisa was always willing to help out and go above and beyond for anyone. He says he knew Lisa had an underlying health condition, but still went to work trying to help others.
More needs to be done to protect our doctors and nurses on the front line, because they don't do us any good if they land up on a ventilator in a bed next to us. They can't serve anybody else, or even worse, dead, like Lisa.
There needs to be something that you can do, that we can do. That I know we're not the country that we are without being able to do something.
The news of Lisa's death came as a shock for those who loved her as she worked on the front lines fighting COVID-19.
We all knew the initial news and that this was going to hit the U.S., but she gave no care or concern for herself, but only care and concern for others.
Henry Ford Hospital sent us a statement that reads in part, "There are not adequate words to describe how saddened we are. Our hearts ache for our employees' family, friends, and colleagues. As healthcare providers on the front lines of this pandemic, we know we are not immune to its traumatic effects." Candace and Joseph say Lisa's death is an example of the tireless work healthcare workers are doing day in and day out, fighting this pandemic straight on.
They are like military. They are selfless. They are heroes. They are out there on a different front line.
She just loved the family, and she loved everybody, and she just wanted to make sure everybody was okay all the time. She always wanted to make sure everybody was okay.
Such a tragic loss. And tonight, Candace and Joseph both tell me that more needs to be done to make sure the people who are fighting on the front lines to combat COVID-19 have the supplies and equipment they need to take care of us. Reporting live tonight, I'm Alan Campbell, 7 Action News.
You're so right about that, Alan, and we all need to send a big prayer their way. Thank you so much for that live report.